DAX, Mr. Mickey, is you see around you see the concept that I use here is the following, right? This was the area, this was the inner liquidity that was grabbed, went back up. I grabbed the liquidity from the top here and then came back inside. So most likely DAX is showing something like this. So it's showing something to the downside, but that does not go along with the rest of the indices though. Very interesting indeed. That's what I was looking at. So basically you need to watch this, but the thing is it came back and came back inside, so most likely they will create liquidity underneath here, then create liquidity above there, just consolidate in this area, while the rest of the indices will be pumping to the upside until finishing their moves. We gave an example of the indices before they dropped. I don't know if you followed it with them, this wave right here, this drop where US 30 was already around these areas, and NAS was pumping and breaking the top. So they wait for each other before any drop happens, then they will move together. So if the DAX is just consolidating in this area, there's no power, there's no reason for them for the buy, or whatever is the reason, they might just consolidate in this area, because what they did, they created down here, created the top, broke the top, created another liquidity pool down here, so most likely would come back down. So when they form this, it's more consolidating, it's more accumulation phase. I don't know if you're familiar with accumulation phase, consolidation or contraction before any continuation or reversal. So yeah, so for me, if, like, as you see the strong moves on the other indices, and DAX is just staying in this area while at the top of its range, that's the all-time high, right? So yeah, so I will stay away until I see more clarity around these areas. I know a lot of people are shortening everything, man, for some kind of reason. I don't know what. What? Yeah, exactly, crossing their fingers for a short, and it's not. Yes, it is, we are at all-time high, but who says that this is the all-time high, or who says that this was the all-time high, right? Or this was the all-time high. Yeah, maybe for quick bucks and get out, I don't know, different ways, different tradings, different way of approaching the market. But I prefer to look at higher time frames, like the indices. It's quite clear where they're going. I don't need to I don't need to explain a lot, but it looks more up to go. Very strong momentum, very strong candles. Weekly candles are being respected. Higher time frames candles are being respected as we move on. As you can see, I pointed out last week and we said, look, it's been respected, look for your buys, and even in the group I have some guys are looking for shorts, man. It's their trading their own way. I just say what you have to say, but for price action, higher time frame is the king. learn how to read the higher time frame, your lower time frame trading will be much more easier. You will see the traps, you will see where they're accumulating liquidity, you will see that liquidity being grabbed before they start the move or whatever. You start when you focus on the higher time frame, your trading will become much more simpler. So according to the higher time frame on the indices, they're screaming buy, buy, buy. Is it wise for an investor to buy at these areas? I don't know. I'm not an investor. I do not invest in these ones. I trade these. I invest in other stocks, stuff like that. But whatever is in the news is just news. News is driven by fear. They drive fear. They drive. So I don't focus a lot on the news. I read charts. I read stuff like that. We might have a crash. Yes. We might have the end of the world. Yes. We might have World War III. Yes. But what the charts are saying is continue looking for your buys. So basically, I look for my buys if I want to trade the indices. Okay. So, but the DAX, according to the DAX, as I said, higher time frame, it does not show any kind of momentum. On the contrary, they're building, it's in accumulation phase. So even if you go on higher time frame, it's in accumulation phase. This been respected, very strong candle to the downside. We might retest and dump back again towards these liquidities. You go up higher time frame. Okay, where's the next something that might support your thesis for a buy, which is around these areas, which is a big massive drop. But this is where you need to be looking. And is it confirmed? No, it's not confirmed, because you have to look for correlation. Not only one chart just means anything. Okay, so yes, the highs have been taken out, but structure is still intact. Structure is still screaming to the upside. You're more than welcome, sir. Started with the indices. Let's continue with the indices. Yes, sir, I am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the indices, they're still screaming to the upside, as we said last week. Confirmed breaking this area. I think Neil posted something. Breaking this area, it screams to the outside, to the upside. You should be taking partial profit. It moves more. Let it move on. Move more. Is it possible for this to dump from here to the downside? Yes, everything's possible, but price action is saying more upside, so more upside. Let the market show you. What's that? Yes, exactly. So more up to come. That's what the price is saying. Price action showing more up move, especially break of this, retest, watch this area. We can at the same time work on the charts. Watch this area for continuation of the up move for the upcoming week till Wednesday. I think Wednesday there's some important news coming in. US 30, same thing. If you start with the higher time frames, this is a beautiful area. This was broken. That's a sell setup that was broken, indicating more up to come. So I would not suggest, like, if I want to trade this, I would be looking for more buys from my own end. Any buy setup, any liquidity pool for sell side liquidity taken out, bounced, I will look for my buy. NAS, same thing, same concept, looking for more upside to come. And watch this area for retest, especially of these liquidities. Maybe this candle gave you that retest, but something to keep in mind, to watch this area, exactly the daily, for a retest for more up to come. Let me check, confirm on higher time frames. Exactly, everything aligning together here. This was the weekly candle. So we might have a downside and then a pump or consolidation in this area before the break, or a break under. Any break below this, especially on NAS, that would scream, would drag the market, the whole market with it. So watch NAS, any break underneath here and close for the week, that will drag the market with it. But for the time being, still looking for your, if you're trading it, still look for your up move, buy setups, especially up here. Hopefully we do not break this before Tuesday. Would love to see something like this, bounce, retest, and then a pump. It would be a nice one. Well, we'll see. We'll see if they dump, especially the NAS and stuff and the crypto, whatever. I would be watching the indicated area for a bounce for it. Exactly. That would be your entry for continuation of the up move to break this area. FTSE. Monthly looking good, but it can very simply close back underneath here. Would love this to close up there. As you can see, we are retesting this candle. If you can take an example right here, this candle was green till the top here. Same thing like this one. This was green. Very simply, it can close underneath here. That's from the monthly perspective till the end of the year. So we are at key area. Yes, we are. Can it dump? Yeah. But is it showing that? Let's look at lower time frames. You see, when I see something like this here, when I see something like this around these areas, that's for me as a magnet for price. See, it's posting, it's printing buy setups. Okay, but if I go higher time frames to confirm that, the only thing that would love to trade, if I need to trade this, is respect of this candle. So most likely I would take something like this. That would be my area of interest. So 7,250 would be my area of interest of a retest and continuation of the up move. Beautiful voice, man. Beautiful voice. That would be it for the FTSE. DAX, I explained that. Let's move to the DXY. The XY is still in its place, no direction, most likely waiting for the FOMC on Wednesday, right Neil? It's on Wednesday, correct? That's what you posted it. Let me confirm that. On Wednesday, yes indeed. On Wednesday, It's printing sell setups, broken, sell setup, broken, sell setup. Let's see how it's gonna play out. This is being respected on the 2-day. 3-day buy setup has been broken. Weekly it was respected. Come on. And monthly is all the way down there. And I pointed out this 6-month last week where we are at, and it's been respected and it's posting on lower time frame, as you can see, sell setups. So most likely we'd be looking for a sell unless this, especially this one, gets broken and closed. You see, this was a break, but it never closed. They're posting sell setup on this one. So we'll be watching these areas and the monthly area, which is down here. Is it possible? Yeah, why not? It's a beautiful accumulation. Though I would love this to fake it one more time and then dump it on us. But from the price action point of view, it's looking more sell areas. Pound, beautiful trade on the pound after posting a 4-hour liquidity grab and 4-hour candle retest, pump it. On the daily, would love this to break. Usually from when I see 1, 2, 3, most likely it will break. But same thing right here, 1, 2, 3, it never broke. It might repeat the same thing. It's not something written in stones, but my own point of view, if something retests like right here, 1, 2, 3, it pumps, then it breaks. So maybe here 1, 2, 3 pumps, then break it. I don't know, we'll see. But for the time being, this is being respected, and this is a beautiful buy setup to take towards that area. On the 8-hour, we are respecting this. Okay, so on the 8-hour, we have this one. I would love this to break and close above here. On any pullback, even a pullback towards these areas, would look for my long. Euro, the same thing. Is anyone having any problem with TradingView? It's stalling or something? No? Okay. So you see, this was broken. This candle was broken on the retest of this one. That's beautiful settlement. That's exactly what. Look for your buys. Continue looking for us, especially when they posted these double top stop here. Continue looking for your buys. Take partial around these areas, and this can continue towards the monthly. We are retesting the 2-month. even the 3-month. Most likely we'll be retesting these areas. So Papa, towards the upside. USD CAD 3-day is being respected. Just 1 second, guys. The boss is here. Okay, so the 3-day is being respected, and we had a nice drop out of it. We're retesting where is it? I wanted this one out on something. The 4-hour breaker. Though it's showing very strong momentum to the upside. For the upcoming week, I would wait for better direction, because the 3-day is showing me rejection. I would, and we had the break of a sell setup right here. We had a break of a sell setup right here. I would love this to continue posting buy setups before I will engage any buy. So the 8-hour closed beautifully above. I'll watch this area and I'll see how Monday would play out. If they attack, if they go towards the highs and post some kind of bearish candle, most likely I will take it back down. If they tag these areas and post a bullish candle, I will continue looking for my buys. Let's see how it's gonna play out on Monday towards the Wednesday. And by the way, guys, this week is my last week of trading. I'll be traveling on next Sunday, so I will stay online, but I will not be trading. Aussie. Retest pump. Most likely we're looking for continuation of this pump. Let's start taking this one off. These liquid lows were taken out to the pip, and a strong push to the upside with very strong momentum candle. So let's watch this area. You know what? It's better to use these. Let's watch this area. So would love a retest. Let me just mark this and this one. There you go. So would love this to do something like this. And then dump it. Definitely I will take this buy, but if it continues I will take a sell towards this area. If we have a retest of this area before Wednesday, if it discontinues, we have a retest of this area, I will take a sell towards this area. See, you just need to play with the price, right? Dance with it. Identify your key areas on higher time frames, weekly, monthly, 2-week time frames. See these momentum candles, see these breakers getting broken. Okay, and identify you will get a trade around these areas. You don't need to that's what I say. You're trading a setup, you're not trading the price. Let the price do its own thing, but trade your setup. Identify these key areas and trade a certain setup. Collect your percentage, your pip, and get out. Move on. So let's see how it will play out before Wednesday. Commodities. We'll be watching this area. We'll be watching this area for continuation, especially this liquidity up here. We might have a fake out and then comes back inside. There is a probability of this one. You see this one closed a lot of these areas, so that's why I said we'll watch this for a retest and continuation. If this breaks on the retest, we'll take it towards this area. If this breaks on the retest, we'll trade it towards this area and maybe higher, who knows, but we don't tell the price what it needs to do. You see, for me, this move, from my own point of view, where's the lows that it was taken? There was no lows that was taken. Okay, this is the nearest low right here. Like, for me to open a swing trade, I would love these to be broken. For me to open a swing trade to the upside, if it gives me a sign of it. Gold, that's a key area. I think I said it on Friday, on Thursday, and who was with me? Archie was with me. This is a key area, 1818. Is it possible price to go up here, retest, and sell off towards these areas? Yes, very high possible trade. And I would love this to sell it around these areas. If it breaks, I know that this setup, this candle is not valid anymore, and on the retest of it, I'll take my buy. Especially preying on the higher time frames. So watch this area, but let it move. Let the move start. Let it pump. Platinum is the same thing. There was no momentum to the upside after. That's the only momentum that we had, which was a beautiful trade. Grab of liquidity around the 2 week and pump to the upside. Let's see if this is gonna. There was no momentum candle, you see, so let the momentum candle start. Same thing like right here. Let the momentum candle start. Let the momentum candle start. These are equal lows down here. This most likely is continuing down. To the monthly area, taking out this low. See a retest of this monthly candle. Continue. Price tells you just need to be patient and learn how to read it. You don't need to be. Yeah, it retested it. Oh, it never retested this. See, this is the most recent price action right here. What's this? That's a buy setup, right? Momentum candle, broken, retest, continuation. Yeah, or maybe lower. So this was a, yeah, exactly. In a way, yes, on this time frame, yeah. Oil, same thing. Watch this area. If I need to buy oil, I would love this to break. This was taken out with a very strong momentum and broken. Retest, take your sell. It breaks, it continues, it moves up and closes at the end of the year around these areas. On the retest, buy it towards these areas. See, this is equal lows right, equal highs right here. They posted this candle for the sell. They come up, break it, collect liquidity, and sell off. Or it continues. Let's continue with it. Now to BTC. See, on the weekend I bought this area. These lows were taken out, and very strong candle. If you look at the 1 hour, very strong momentum candle, broke this sell, came back, retraced. I think on the 30 minutes, yes, exactly. Back, retraced. You buy it. Your job is not to it was the weekend. It was just the weekend. I bought this, took off price around these areas. See this? Took my profit here. Wait for it to break. I took another trade around these areas. I'm still holding this one. Now how do I see price? See where I took it? How do I see price? Price is posting buy setups for the time being. At the 4 hour, 8 hour, daily, very strong move. Very strong move. Yes, sir. No. The down here? No. I don't see any reason, and I won't believe any reason because there's a lot of sell trapped here. If you look at 2-day, the only see, this is where I would see a gap. See? Exactly. 3 hours for this weekly to close, and this was respected, I do not follow that, but from price action point of view, the way I would look at the market, let me go lower. How I would see it is the following. Right into our interest zone, which completes one wave, then correction into the 4 hour and a pump. So either a missing leg or an ABC for the time being. Yeah, exactly. Or around these areas. You have the 200 up there. Exactly. You can very easily get the following right here. where this goes along with this. Same thing, it played right here. So watch these areas. My take profit is this area for the time being for the following trade. Actually, I moved my trade towards my stop towards this. Towards this. Yeah. If this breaks, yeah. On the 2-day. Right. They're around, it's a zone, right? So, and there's another way to look at it. Is it's better you see it on this time frame. Where this is complete, then you got this, you can go and measure it. This is complete, and now we are in this beauty. Where towards this area, then you'll have something like this. A drop, retest. Either a continuation or it gives you a leg, but there's no showing any bear on the higher time frames. On the contrary, on the higher time frames, it is respecting the higher time frames structure, price action. So I don't know why everyone is excited about the bears. Yes, sir. A lot of traders would consider, like, let's say this wick, it gets 50% filled and moves back up. This wick, let's say, where's the wick? This wick, it never got near it and moved back up. This wick, it got filled and moved back up. This wick, it got filled, corrected, and continued dumping. There's no, you can go back test this theory. There's no high probability trade to base your trade on that it will get filled. But a lot of people would say that price would fill at least 50%, if not the whole wick, before any move up. Okay, but go do your, that's the charts, it's in front of you. Go do your back testing and see if it is 50-50, then it is 50-50. It is 60-70, that means you have an edge. 70-40, it gets filled, that means you have an edge. So you can base a trade out of it, right? Correct? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, I'll be watching first of all this 2 hour for more continuation of the up move. If it breaks, then I'll be watching the daily. Maybe I'll take a short towards the daily, and if it means it's going down to the daily, most likely it will break. What bias? No, it's structure by structure. My bias is the 2 week, man. 2 week, monthly, all being respected. For my trade, I'm in a long, right? And my stop is right here under the 2 hour. Yeah. Keep in mind, as I explained earlier, this zone, this can very simply do that. Pump, give us a very strong move, and then pump back again. Same thing what it did up here. What's that? Cosman, how are you? In May, that's in November. I'm not talking any big drop at the time being. May 20. Let me check May 20. This one, no. This? No. This? Yeah. Take out the liquidity on there. Yeah, yeah, of course it can be. Take out the liquidity and take it out. Yeah, why not? No less more. Can be a very strong move. And pump. But still, even if it drops, this is still being respected. Yeah. ETH. Same thing. Respected. 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 Now we're having this. Are we gonna break above? You can trade towards it. That would go along good with BTC reaching 51 area and doing a correction where this comes back down and then gain momentum, break these lows, which already did, breaks these lows, breaks these lows, and then pump to the upside. I prefer BTC than ETH for the following trades. XRP, who asked me for XRP? No, less. Somebody in the group asked me for XRP. Ah, John. XRP respected the same thing, the 2 week. If you've been following, we had a nice sell-off after breaking these highs, gave us a nice candle and was looking towards the 2 week. Now this is not closed yet. If you go lower time frame, it is posting very strong bullish candles. So we'll be watching this for continuation of the up move. Dot, very strong move. There you are, right. Very strong move. Would love this today to close above here, breaking this sell setup. That would be a problem if this does not, this today would not break this sell setup. That means more induction. A lot of people would call it bull trap, and the sell-off continuation of the down move. But doesn't look like it, but that's something to keep in mind. And keep in mind we're reaching end of the year. These were taken out. I would love to see a strong green candle to the upside after this. That means 2022 buy this area. 500 is coming. It's something between me and Dave, man. BTC dot. Let me see it. BTC dot. Where's that? I don't have it here. Sure. DOT slash I don't see it, man. Where is it? Ah, there you go. On the 3 months it looks bullish. On the 3 months it looks very bullish, especially respecting this. Created a nice candle. We are retesting it, and most likely, exactly. This one, yeah. Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good on the higher time frames. Oh yeah, it's 50-50, me and Dave, man. So you have a nice bullish candle here. Retest. As I said, break above this, would be buying this around the 30. Anything else, boys and girls? Savannah. Sol, you mean? I have nothing for it, bro. But it looks... Did you buy it? Good. Okay, let's do some magic towards these charts. On price action on higher time frame, I can see nothing. Yeah. On price action on higher time frames, I can see nothing. Yeah, man, it's very big. It's not filling. It's not like it's pushing. I can very easily calculate the fair value if this candle stopped around here. Then I would calculate the fair value something around here. But it's like, yeah, it's not giving a full. There's a lot of gap here. See these. Exactly. 100%. 100%. I don't know what thought, but it's still, it's a very, as you said, mark of face, where, because it's not giving anything. Yeah, that's the thing. I prefer not to say, but from what it's showing, it's very strong coin to hold. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely, especially at the end of the year, Danny. As I said, this week was my last week of trading. So, what I can give you on these is the following. Yeah, exactly. We're retesting that. We never had a retest. We had the retest, bounce, retest here. And there's this sell setup that was broken right here. And what I can tell you from this one, this looks more finished. Completing the following. Let me go lower time frame. This one too looks finished. Would love to see something like this. See these? Love to see a push. Comes back down, bounce, will buy. Hopefully that was helpful. Well, we'll see. That's what I gave the scenario, right? This is not broken. When I see something like this, price is attracted to it. Okay, so where's the stop? Something around this. I'm talking about this time frame. So would love to see this induction of sellers comes back inside. That's my buy. I didn't say that's my buy. That's my buy. You know me. 100%. Like, go back to the PDF, Danny. Market maker formation, right? Liquidity grab, induction, clear both sides and continue. Yeah. Okay. Anything else, boys and girls? Oui, maman. Fini? Yeah. Anything else, boys?